Tesla says car delivery is a challenge as predicted due to the tough economy we are living in today. Elon Musk also mentioned and opened Pandora's box. Everyone jumped and was alarmed and said that Elon Musk is a traitor for these tweets, in which he mentions how Ukraine can end the war. We will see all this in today's video, so stay until the end because what we will see interests you a lot. Let's start. With rising gasoline prices and rising demand for electric vehicles, Tesla has broken delivery records despite facing logistical challenges. The major electric car maker said it is becoming increasingly difficult to secure vehicle transport capacity at a reasonable cost, but some analysts were also concerned about demand for big-ticket items due to a weakening global economy. The economy at the edges continues to have a negative impact on Tesla, which is mostly logistical. But I think there are some demand issues, Wedbush Securities analyst Dan Ives said after the delivery results. There is a dark cloud over the auto sector. And Tesla is not immune. Last month, Ford Motor said inflation-related costs would be $1 billion more than expected in the third quarter and that parts shortages had delayed deliveries. Technology company Apple is backing away from plans to ramp up production of its new iPhones this year after an anticipated surge in demand failed to materialize, Bloomberg reported last month, citing people familiar with the matter. I think electric vehicles will probably have a little bit of a struggle just because people will probably hesitate a little bit and it will be less urgent to buy something new, said Ed Moya, senior market analyst at Onda. What are the key points of this? The electric car manufacturer fights to guarantee the transport of vehicles at a reasonable cost. Electric vehicles could be going through a rough patch as people are increasingly hesitant to buy. CEO Elon Musk has said that the company does not have a demand but a production problem. Elon Musk believes he has the solution for peace between Ukraine and Russia. These are his 4 conditions. The tycoon has given his opinion on the conflict in Russia and Ukraine on Twitter and has generated a conversation both for and against. Elon Musk is a tech-focused tycoon. In fact, in the circles of big tech enthusiasts in Spain, Elon is famous for precisely that. However, the owner of SpaceX and Tesla is also famous for going out of his way on certain occasions and causing real controversy in environments that are not his responsibility. Now, he has done it again with the war between Russia and Ukraine. After challenging Vladimir Putin himself to a duel, Musk has now spoken about what he believes would be the equivalent of peace between the two powers. He has given a list of the issues he believes are vital to peace, adding a poll along the way. Something that has obviously been mocked on Twitter. And it is that from the base it is very difficult for Putin to see this tweet and decide to even make any of these proposals. In addition, they are proposals that are very easy to say but difficult to achieve at present. The tweet in question gives a series of points entitled Peace Ukraine-Russia and includes a vote. However, this is part of a thread. After laying out his territorial issues, he adds that this is most likely the end result, wondering how many will die before such scenarios arrive. At the date of writing this article and with more than 462,000 votes, the no is inclined as the winner with 53.6%. The main conditions for peace between the two countries include, according to Musk, that Ukraine remains neutral. It asks to redo the elections of the annexed regions under the supervision of the UN, and if the will of the people determines that Russia leaves these regions, it will have to do so. His other 2 conditions include providing a water supply to the Crimea region and, above all, that Crimea be formally part of Russia. The tycoon believes that Crimea should belong to Russia, as it has been since 1783, until Khrushchev's mistake. It refers to Nikita Khrushchev, who was the main person in charge of the Soviet Union during the Cold War period. His tweets have been filled with the most varied responses. From proclamations about the referendums held in Crimea on joining Russia to jokes highlighting the absurdity of the tycoon's opinion on a large-scale conflict between two countries. One of them says, ironically, that Elon Musk has just resolved world peace on Twitter. The last tweet in the thread reads like this. It is also worth noting that a possible, although unlikely, outcome of this conflict is a nuclear war, in clear reference to the threats made by Putin in recent days against the international community. Ironically, one of the responses to these tweets has far surpassed Musk's traction, explaining that peace will be achieved when Ukraine liberates all of its sovereign territory and Russia decolonizes, demilitarizes, and denuclearizes its land.